Before I go any further, just need to get this outer cover reassembled. So first thing is I have a new seal which goes in there. Like that, and that now just presses in there. Get that lined up. That will need a little tap. That'll be bare hand, I think. I'll just use a socket. Quite there. I think that's just about there. So that's done. Next thing will be to reassemble the mechanism here. Before we do that, I'll just get this Kickstarter quadrant back together with the spring. So there is a certain place that this tang needs to go into. That's where the cotter pin slot is there, and following down from there, this tang needs to go in this position here, so it's just below that, the line, if you like. If you drew a line down there, it's down here where that needs to go. It simply pushes on in the right place, and from there, yep. Right, so that's back in position, ready to go on. Spring is a little bit out of shape, well, not only out of shape, a little bit used, shall we say, but that will be okay for now, I think. Right, yeah, just need to push that right a little bit further. That should be against this. There. That's more like it. Right, let's put that to a side. Yep, so first of all, need to get this back in there. I've got a new O-ring on there. I'll just give that a little bit of a lube up. Help it in. That's there. So either side of that, just need to support that on something. Support that on there, just to stop that being pushed out again. Like that. So then we have the springs. Let's go either side of there. Like that. Now this plate can go back on, and it needs to go with these chamfered edges down like that. Not that way round, that way round, like so. And we have shape-proof washers. And nuts to go on. So I'll just tighten those down. Now I'll have to get this in the vise to put the plungers in. Right, I've got this in the vise simply because I haven't got a gear lever, and I need to rotate that to get the plungers and springs in. Right, a little bit of oil on there, just drop a little bit in there, won't hurt. Right, plunger and spring, drop it in. That. This one. Drop it in like that. So now we should have, well, I didn't go too far. We should have operating plungers. Like so. Next thing is, just need to pop this in. I'll just, probably actually easier to take this out because I need to get some oil on that seal. So I'll just get a little bit of oil on here. Right, we'll go back over to the bench. Right, and I think we'll get some oil on the shaft as well. And ease it past this seal. Like that. Put that on there for now. And we can't do any more with that until we've got the kickstart ratchet on. So that is basically ready to go back in. Let's drop a little bit of oil on here as well while we're about it. Won't hurt. Right, there we are. Outer cover ready to go. So now got all the bits I need for the kickstart. I managed to find a reasonable old used ratchet. Unfortunately I had to buy a pattern pinion, but yeah, that just seemed okay, seems to mesh fine, so hopefully that'll be okay. So I've got a sleeve, there's a spring, big a big, it's hard to say, isn't it? Big flat washer, tab washer, and a new nut. Yeah, so how that assembles is that washer goes on first, then that'll go on, spring will go over, that'll go over, that'll go on the splines, tab washer and nut. Right, so I've got all the bits ready to go. So, well, let's just get it on there. Oh, and so I can torque that to the kickstart to the correct setting. I'll always use the same method when I do get a socket to fit this. I'm going away next week, so I can't order one really because it'll probably turn up when I'm not here. So that'll have to wait till I come back. But what I've got is a piece of chain just wrapped around the sprocket, clamped in soft jaws in this spare vise, and a couple of blocks of wood just so that it doesn't pull and damage the frame. Yeah, so that'll just hold that in place. Right, so I'll now get set up. I've got to dig my torque wrench out, and yeah, we'll get those parts on. Okay, flat washer. Spring. And slide this on, make sure the spring is actually not trapped behind or anything like that. A little bit of oil in there. There you have that pinion. Have that one, which goes over the splines. Find the spline. Like that. Tab washer and nut. Get it started. There it is. Oh. Oh yeah. There's a rough spot there on that thread on the end. Let's try again, if not I might have to just dress that. Oh, there we go. Right, just check that spring isn't trapped behind that sleeve. That looks okay. I'll give this a little tighten up. Right, let's get the torque wrench on that now. This is 61 Newton meters, 45 foot-pounds, which seems quite a bit really. For, oh, I think that's slipping in the vise. Got soft jaws in the vise. There we go. Still pulling through? Yes, that is. Might have to take the soft jaws out and put the chain directly in the steel jaws. Let's just do that. Right, let's have another go. Got a block of wood in there as well against the. Just need to make sure that doesn't move. That's lifting the voice up. to get that a bit tighter. No, that's still not working. Plan B. Right, I've just got that chain locked with a screwdriver now, and the clamps just holding the two together. So let's see how we do now. It shouldn't move now. Oh, this does seem rather a lot. I'm not sure I'm gonna. Oh, are we there now? Oh, we're there. We're there. I was thinking to say I'm not sure if I'm gonna give it the full 61 Newton meters. Does seem rather a lot. Right. Yeah, that's all okay. Let's just get my little clamping thing off here. Probably bent the screwdriver, but there's an old one anyway. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, so just had the screwdriver through the chain and just held it together with a quick grip. That actually worked better than putting it in the vise. Right, so now I just need to knock the tab over on this nut, and then we can get the cover on. Okay, so I've just put a little bit of weld seal on there, same on there, and just need to pre-tension the kickstart spring. Fortunately I don't have a Triumph kickstarts yet, so I've just got a BSA one which will fit and do the job. It's only a pre-tension it rather. So I need to do this one complete rotation. Slide this in place, and then the final piece I'll just have to turn it an extra quarter turn just to get the Kickstarter over the stop. Tight up this end for some reason. Beyond the stop. Nope, probably not. Right, must be there now. Yep. Right, so get the nuts on, screws in, tighten everything down, and then we'll give it a little, make sure she's kicking over right. Okay, so there's an acorn nut washer to go on there, there's a normal nut and washer to go there, and then we've got these screws I've just got to find up. different size. Got my little bit in there. I'll put that one. That's a thin one. No. Might have to be a spanner on there then. Where are we? What ever size is it? 16. I reckon that should be a slim nut in there. Not this nut that's that was supplied. I might actually have to get another acorn nut, because that I've got nothing that'll fit it on there, I don't think. I suppose this box spanner will, won't it? Oh, yes it will. Box spanner saves the day. That's the right size there. That's more like it. Right, I think that'll do that there. Screws. Right, I just need to check what size screws go in here. I've got screws. Where did I put them? Right, looking in the parts book, there are 2 at 2 3/4 inch underhead, 2 at 1 5/16, and 1 at 1 inch. Which is what I've got here. I guess that is going to be a long one. This probably is that one as well. Yep. I'm going to guess this inch is at the back. Possibly. That looks about right for there. That looks about right for there. Well, that inch one does seem a little bit. This one. Yes, these might be a different thread actually. These ones I can do because these screw into the main case, so they're going to be the right thread. That's a little bit tight. It might just be tight in the dowel. Yeah, see, these ones go right through to the 1967 engine, so they are the right thread for that. However, these short ones screw into this centre section, which I have, which is a 1976. So these are not going to fit. So I need to find, they're going to be UNF, are they? UNC? So I need to find some equivalent to these in UNF or UNC. Right. We might have to order those. That's enough to hold it on there for now anyway. Might be able to find something. I'll have a look in a little while. But I don't know, let's just check the kicker. Temporary cotter pin, temporary kickstart. Come on, you were working before and you're working now in that way. Having a little bit of a lock-up problem here. Yep, I think we're okay there. Springs back okay, although it's a little bit hard to tell with this on and this in. Right, I think we might have to call that a day there. I'll see if I can find some screws just to tighten that up, but that's basically it really. So I need a proper kickstart and the gear lever. Then we can check the gear selection. But for now, that is gearbox, inner and outer, complete. I'm putting some oil in it, mustn't forget. But I'll wait till I've got these screws in before I do that. These other two here and one here. Yeah, coming along nicely.